Welcome everybody. Today is day 4 of our 8-day meditation and breathing challenge. Good morning, Lisa. We are halfway through. So, hello Donna, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. How is everybody doing today? We will give a few minutes to let people join in, and then we'll begin. Welcome back, Karen. Nice to see you. Welcome, Mayvornin. And yes, this this challenge is, it's not designed that it is something you have to, like that you miss something on the other days if you didn't come. Each day stands alone. We are doing the same practice daily. So on day 1, and I did give, a lot more explanation. So, the only thing that changes is there's less explanation as the days go on, and if there's questions or if somebody's new, I may go into a bit more detail, and I still will review what we're doing with the breathing every day, because if you are new to it, there's steps to it, and until you learn it, then it can be, maybe a bit overwhelming not knowing all the steps. So welcome back, Nancy. It's early morning here, so my voice is sounding like it's early morning. And I'm Natalie. If you don't know me, spiritual life coach and Reiki Master Teacher. Longtime expat from the US, currently in Mexico. I've been a teacher here on Insight Timer for over 4 years. And I've been coaching 4.5, and I was attuned to Reiki for the first time in 2003. So that's a bit about me. And I know a number of you are have joined in already before. And I know there's one person that said they are new. So is anybody else here for the first time? Has anybody else also had their spiritual morning coffee like me? Welcome, Jane. So those of you that are here for the first time, also let me know if, are you new to Wim Hof breathing? Or have you done Wim Hof breathing before? So the format of the live session is that I will explain. So hello, Ariana, Sharon. Okay, so we've got a mix of people new to me and new to Wim Hof, as well as those that have done it before. So the benefits of doing this particular breathing are a strengthened immune system, decreased inflammation in the body, increased red blood cells, so increased capacity to carry oxygen through the body. It can strengthen your nervous system and stimulate and tone the vagal nerve, which is important for the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and relax response. So those are some general benefits to the Wim Hof breathing. Meditation, we all, I imagine, know benefits of meditation. And part of the Wim Hof method is cold water immersion. So I'm going to invite and challenge everyone, if it's available to you, wherever you are in the world right now, to take a cold shower after this session. And I am going to be joining you. So we will all do that together. Welcome, Amanda. Yes. This is day 4 of an 8-day Wim Hof breathing and meditation challenge. The benefits of the cold water are it strengthens your immune system, can increase metabolism. So I'll go over a couple modifications for those who that might be helpful for. The breathing is very vigorous. It can cause lightheadedness and dizziness, tingling in the extremities. So if you're new to it or newer, not comfortable doing Wim Hof, I suggest you lay down if it's available to you. If not, if you are going to be seated, make sure you're seated somewhere where there's cushions, or on a couch, or in the middle of a bigger, not a twin size bed, because there can be a possibility of tipping to the side and losing consciousness briefly. So make sure that you're supported. If you are not new at this and you know how it goes, like me, there's nothing on either side of me. I'm fine with that. Shalom, Drezel. Good morning. So, other modifications. I invite you again to work with your growing edge and to go outside your comfort zone and to be discerning about you and yourself. So I invite you to do that. I'll just say that. The breaths are very full and vigorous. You can take a lesser intense breath as a modification. You'll have a lesser intense experience, and you can experiment with that. Other modifications for the cold water shower. Again, I challenge you all to push through your comfort zone. And modifications could be, a less hot shower, I get in the cold shower. I just have it on cold and I don't modify the temperature, and I take a cold shower for a few minutes as I'm taking a shower. So for some of you, it might be starting with the cold and then going to warm. I wouldn't suggest starting with warm and then going to cold. And again, you can do that if you choose. You could also, like, I know at least one person I think is in the office at work. So you could splash your face with cold water in the sink. Or even if you're at work and you have a kitchen at work, you can do this. Or if you're at home, have an ice bath for your face. Putting ice water in a bowl and immersing your face in it. Yes, Karen, I was thinking of you. Good morning, Samastar. Glad to see you. Me too. I set my alarm for 5:50 a.m. So those are some different options to play with the cold water. Part of this is about you pushing yourself beyond what you think you can do and building resilience. So the resilience, yes, is physical, and it's also mental. So those are some ways you can modify. Also, so I'm going to go into the breathing specifically first. So those of you that do know the method and have been here, we will continue to do 3 rounds of 30 breaths. So you can just listen to my breathing and you don't have to follow, count or anything. I will do that mentally. And yes, we can do hard things. So other modifications for the breath, you can breathe in through your nose. All exhales need to be through the mouth. But inhale could be through the nose or the mouth. The nose, you get less oxygen or less air. So that could be a modification. So I will demonstrate how the breathing looks and sounds. So you want to inhale into the belly, into the diaphragm. The belly expands with the inhale like a balloon. So imagine you're filling your lower belly like it's a balloon. It's filling with air on the inhale. On the exhale, it's relaxing and deflating. You want to breathe into the belly and then the chest. And you don't want to overthink it, just have the intention and you'll do it. So the way I do the mouth breathing is sort of like through a straw, if you will. I don't just breathe, not like that. I don't know, maybe some people do that. For me, I don't do that. So I do it like as if breathing through a straw. So if you're breathing in through your nose, either way, the exhale is going to be the same, just letting the breath out through the mouth. Do not push the air out through the mouth. Just let it fall out naturally. So it'll look like I prefer doing the double inhale, which I have talked about and have demonstrated. Again, you can do this or not. Just know that as you're following along, I'm doing it. Don't let it confuse you. So the double inhale is going to be more measured breaths. First into the belly, then into the chest. So it looks like this. That has additional benefits of opening the alveoli, the air sacs, into the upper part of the lungs. You know, the more surface area we have inside of our lungs, with the air sacs being more opened, the more oxygen we can take in and the more benefits there are. So that's something you can experiment with as well. So we'll take 30 of those breaths. At the end, I will say deep breath in and hold. So we take the whole breaths. At the end, I'll say deep breath in, hold at the top. So you want to take, you know, a very deep breath, as much as you can. You hold it at the top, just briefly. I'll guide you. And then exhale. Again, important, just let the breath fall out of you. And then stop. You hold the exhale. So it's an exhaled breath retention. No breathing after you exhale. And don't push the air out. There will be a little bit of air remaining in the lungs, and that allows you to hold your breath longer. You want to don't overthink it. You want to give a full exhale, but no pushing it out. Hold. Good morning, Suzanne. Welcome. So that's the breath part. Any questions, comments about that? Do 3 rounds. First round will be so on the exhale, once we hold, I'll set a timer, and we'll do incrementally longer breath holds, starting with 1 minute, 1 minute 15, and 1 minute 30 seconds for the third round. After the the long exhaled breath hold, and I'll give you a warning when there's some 10, 15 seconds remaining. Do your best to make it all the way through. Again, there are a lot of benefits when you feel air hunger and you push through and don't breathe, and you feel that happening in the body. It's actually not from a lack of oxygen, just so you know. That might help you hold the breath longer. It's from the buildup of carbon dioxide. And when that air hunger happens and you feel that, that is releasing a specific hormone called EPO, which has to do with creating more red blood cells, which allows for more oxygen in the blood. And again, be discerning and go out of your comfort zone. See if you can push through a little bit longer. Some teachers say you can do a little tiny sip in if you're just like, you have to breathe before the timing's finished. You can try that. I've not found that for me personally I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. So if you do breathe before the timer's finished. This isn't pass or fail, good, bad, right, and wrong. So number one, don't judge yourself or be down on yourself for it. You can just wait until it's finished and pick back up with the routine. So after the 3 rounds, we'll go directly into meditation for 10 or 15 minutes, depending on timing. This live stream will end at 1 hour, so in about 40 minutes. At the end, you will be invited to go take a cold shower. When I get into the cold shower, it helps me to breathe like this. And I do actually push the air out when I'm doing that. I don't know why, that anchors me, that helps me tolerate it. So whatever method you use. Ooh, wonderful. This is awesome, Drazel. Yeah, and if you're going into nature in the cold, or some people have cold baths and ice in their house now that they you can buy things to do that. And if you are in a place where you can immerse yourself in cold water, do not do the breathing in the water. Very important. Do the breathing outside of water after you're finished, then get in the water. You can also time yourself in the cold immersion. And again, just to see how long you can tolerate. And then if you make this a daily practice, you can see if you can push yourself to stay under the cold shower or in the cold water immersion longer. So the meditation will be loose or lightly guided. We will do a very basic breath meditation and awareness with some, the energy of the theme that I'm working with is the energy of devotion. So remembering that this practice and everything we do on our spiritual journeys, it's for us and it's for everyone. It's for the collective. So when we sit, when we do this, it's like a dedication that this practice is dedicated to freedom from suffering for all beings. And it will, and it does, make a difference on our planet. So we're sitting not just for ourselves, but for all. And so how do we sit with ourselves? I will guide you into bringing an energy of devotion to the practice. So releasing judgment on how good you're doing, because that's what the mind does, right? Our minds, when we go off into thought and meditation, the mind judges. That's normal, and I'll guide you to not do that. So the breath in the shower that I use is a slower, very controlled in and out breath through the mouth. I find I only have to do it, that long, and then I'm accustomed. So, great question. Anybody else? You may yawn with the breathing. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, when you do the cold shower, it's like face under the cold shower, turning around 360 degrees, raising the arms, getting the water here. So they are all challenges. Getting, immersing your head under. I mean, I take a full shower. I mean, it's not very long, but and I've been doing this a while, so awesome. Okay, so we're going to do again 30 breaths, 3 rounds, with the exhale at 1 minute, 1 minute 15, 1 minute 30. So, welcome, Julie. All right. Okay, I've been meaning to bring a Michael Singer card into these sessions, and I remembered the first day, and I'm remembering right now. So this can also be an intention for your practice, if you'd like. So this is from the Untethered Soul deck, and the quote is, "If I ask you, 'Who are you?' you answer, 'I am the one who sees. From back in here somewhere, I look out, and I am aware of the events, thoughts, and emotions that pass before me.'" So this is perfect for meditation and life. If I ask you, "Who are you?" you answer, "I am the one who sees. From back in here somewhere, I look out, and I am aware of the events, thoughts, and emotions that pass before me." Okay. You can open or close the eyes, up to you. So let's just take a few deeper, fuller breaths together. And we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. One more, and hold at the top. Exhale and hold. Feel the sensations. Deep breath in, hold at the top. Squeeze the belly, chest, and head. And let go. I did forget to mention just now when we're breathing after we've done the exhaled breath hold. When you breathe in, squeeze the belly, chest, and head. That could also include the perineum, the pelvic floor. And you can imagine energy going up into the head. So you can also do that. Okay. Round 2. In 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. One more. Hold at the top. Exhale and hold. Fifteen seconds. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. Squeeze. And relax. Great work, everybody. We will begin round 3, and this will, at the end, we will do a 1 minute, 30-second breath hold for the third and final round. And as you heard on the second round, I did the double inhale, so you can do whatever you choose. And we'll begin round 3 in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. Exhale and hold. Fifteen seconds. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. Squeeze. And let go. Letting the breath return to normal. And we are going to do a 15-minute meditation. So just allowing allowing the breath to do what it needs to do to come back to center. That may be taking some deeper, fuller breaths through the nose, in and out through the nose. And just notice the effects of this breathing in the body. You can move the body as it wants to move. Settle yourself in. If you're seated or laying down, just rearrange yourself. As needed. And for this meditation practice, I invite you to pick a single point of focus for your meditation. We will be focusing on the breath, and you can choose to focus either inside the nostrils, in the nose, following each inhale and exhale completely, blanketing your awareness over the breath. And it can help to take slower, controlled breaths to focus. And you'll just notice the cool air as it moves into the body through the nose. You'll notice the pause at the top, and then you'll notice the warm air moving out and the pause at the bottom in between the exhale and inhale. So keep your mind focused fully on that experience. You can also focus on the belly and just noticing the belly moving with the inhale and exhale in the same way, very focused. Following each point of movement in and out. It's best if you can let the breath breathe itself and not modify it or change it. And it can also help concentration by taking measured breaths. So when you notice the mind wander off the practice, Give yourself a pat on the back mentally when you notice in the moment of the waking up from the dream of thought. That is the practice. When you wake up and notice you've gone off the concentration on the breath, and then you bring yourself back to it. Bring an energy of devotion to that process. Celebrate yourself that you noticed you were lost in thought. When your mind wanders, bring it back to the focus on the breath going in and out. Bring an energy of devotion and love as you sit and practice, or as you're lying down. You can even breathe in an energy of loving kindness and devotion. And imagine that energy going into the body. And this practice benefits not only us, but all whose lives we touch and beyond. Peace in the world begins with peace inside of each of us. May all beings be happy. May all beings be well. May all beings be at peace. May all beings be free from suffering. You can gently move the body. Allow the eyes to float open and pause and integrate. Feel the body. Tune into the breath with eyes open. And I'll read the Michael Singer card again from the Untethered Soul. If I ask you, who are you? You answer, I am the one who sees. From back in here somewhere I look out, and I am aware of the events, thoughts, and emotions that pass before me. So that's what we do in meditation. We shift our identification from identifying with thoughts to being the witness and the observer of the thoughts, of the experience. So, please give me a follow here on Insight Timer. Give a donation if you feel called to. Follow me everywhere. I'm double live streaming this on YouTube right now as well, and all the replays are there for all my live streams. You can follow me there as well as Facebook, Instagram, and check my link here for more information about me and what I do. And reach out if you'd like support in the form of spiritual life coaching or energy healing or tarot. So now is the time for the cold water shower. Thank you, Suzanne, Randy, for the donation. Summer Star. Glad to see you, Donna, J.E. So, Summer Star, you can send me a private message and I'll get that quote to you. Nancy. You're welcome, Lisa, Mayvornen. That's a great question. Yes. I mean, do it as soon as is available to you, the cold water immersion, because, you know, we've just done the breathing. And actually, this is modified because, you know, the pure Wim Hof method, I think you just go from the breathing into the cold water. So this is slightly modified with our meditation in between. So okay, well, you can't hear me, but all right, no worries. Thank you, Nancy, for the donation. Tomorrow is day 5. I will see you back here, same time tomorrow, and look forward to it. Thank you all for joining. Bring a friend next time and introduce them to this amazing practice. And much love. Namaste.